Boom. What up, YouTube world? What's good with you guys? It's your boy Cedric Blickman, aka Blick in the house. We are here, top of the morning. You guys made it. Let's turn that music up a little bit. Gotcha. We are here. Appreciate you. Give yourself an applause. You made it. You turned on the television. I'm playing. It's probably the internet on your phone. But yeah, let's get ready to introduce everybody real fast. We got the crew up in the house. We got Coco in the house with the fresh braids.
Top of the morning.
God, nice and
so
fresh.
And so clean.
Yeah, don't turn too much because I know it probably hurt a little bit. You know, you turn too much. The neck, the little neck part. She could be like one of those, I don't know, I ain't gonna put you on blast. You know how some of them women do the whole outside and then the middle still ain't done yet? Like they gotta finish it. No, I'm just playing.
And is. Ain't done yet.
My mama was a beautician. That's the only reason I know. My mom used to be like, I'd be like, Bob, what are you about to do? She's like, I'm about to put this in a ponytail. No, that's what's up. No, it looks good. You doing what you do. I'm just guessing. You doing what you do. It look good. All right, so we also got Queen Juicy in the house. What's up, Queen? How you doing?
For the morning.
Yeah, got him. We up in here. We also got Mr. Gullah, aka Info Goat. What's up? What up?
How is everybody doing this morning? I just put on my new deodorant.
Oh, Jesus.
And it does not smell like musk.
Okay, yeah, because we were talking about deodorant earlier. Somebody got some deodorant called El Funk. No, I'm just playing. The deodorant that don't work. It's like, if you smell clean, you want to put the funk on you? Put the funk on you. Nah, but yeah, today's a good show, man. We're just chilling, having a good time. You already know the top of the morning show. Today we're going to be talking about deja vu. If you've ever had deja vu before, have you looked in the corner one time and that corner, you seen it before, but you never been there before? Have you ever looked at somebody before and recognized them and never seen them before? Well, we're going to be talking about that all show. It's an hour, the fastest hour of our life every time we do shows. So sit back and relax and chill for this quick hour that we got going on. So also shout out to Love Always if she still is in the building. I don't know if she went back to sleep on us, but happy birthday. It's her birthday. Shouty, it's her birthday. Celebrating life out here, man. We are posted KK all day. So today, let's jump on in. Let's, I guess deja vu kind of goes into premonition as well, because we kind of was talking about that last time, and I felt that this was a good thing, especially this whole week. If y'all ain't seen, y'all got to rewind this week, because we were talking about the Mandela effect. What was we talking about last time? Last show was reincarnation. Yeah, that
reincarnation.
Was good. Yeah, all these shows this week has been like on some spiritual stuff. I guess ancestors is still chilling with us, so we've been sparking it and definitely kept having it go down. So make sure you check out the other episodes that we got going on. But yeah, let's get ready to go in. So I'll go first. So deja vu for me, I've recognized deja vu since I was like a kid. It was messing me up when I was younger though. I can't lie, because it was times where I see something and I was like, whoa, I felt like, how That's So Raven, how she was paused in the middle of the kitchen and looking like, I was tripping out. I can remember one of my first times having deja vu. I was like, I could say like 8, 8 years old, like dumb early. And it was based off of a dream that I had. And so the dream happened, but I didn't, it was just a dream. When you're a kid and that young, you just having dreams. Like, hey, I'm having dreams all the time. I've had some crazy dreams. We talked about that earlier, like feeling presence on you, can't get up, can't speak, can't scream. I've had some crazy dreams. But yeah, I remember one time that it stood in my mind. I was 8 years old, and I seen like a vision of a house and some other things. So speed up, like 15 years old, later, or 15 when I'm 15. And I started seeing something that I was having a vision when I was like 8 years old. So it was like a whole bunch of things that was happening in my mind at that time. I didn't have no clue necessarily what it was. I thought, of course, had to be ability. It had to be a gift or something. And I didn't know that at 8. I didn't know that many people were having it also. So when I found out everybody had deja vu, it didn't make me feel that special. I'm like, oh, you had it too? Okay. It's normal down here. But yeah, I was visualizing certain things that would happen before it happened in places that I've never seen before. So I'll go to like a donut shop, or I'll go to a grocery store in a certain aisle, and I'm just like stopped. Mom was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Like I've seen this before." Like, imagine that as a kid. So yeah, so I've had a few stories. I have a few more, that we'll talk about. But today we want to really go in on déjà vu. So let me see. Hold on 2 seconds. There it is. Boom. It should be back in a second. Okay. I'm like seeing black screen on here. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we're going to talk about déjà vu. We're going to get ready to go down the line real fast. Let me do this so I can talk. So Coco, we'll talk to you first. Have you had déjà vu before? I kind of know this answer, but have you had déjà vu before?
Yes.
Has it ever happened to you?
Yes. Oh, yes. And like you, earliest memories were, very, very young that I can recollect and remember that I've had deja vu. But I would say for me, it has been like big things, and then like just like why am I? The weirdest part is like I'll do something, and the next day I'll think about it, and then I get a deja vu feeling. And I'm just like, duh, because I already did this, like for real.
Yeah.
So why am I having it? Like,
why are you
so?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm like about to go revisit the place or something, I'll be like, well, I guess this means I'm supposed to go there again.
Man,
that's how I'll be feeling.
You're like, up,
because it's just like it gets so weird. I'm just like, huh?
Yeah. Nah, it'd be tripping me out. I swear. Like, I literally be having, when they say brain farts, I be like stopping. Like, I've even had one since I've been here, which was so. I remember having that. Like, if I want to give a timeline. Okay, so it's 2022, right? Yeah, it's 2022. This is before the pandemic. So I'll say 2019-ish, right? Yeah, so which is crazy to say. So 2019, I had a vision of when I was looking out, and you see in my backyard, it's like forest trees and stuff like that. I was looking in the forest trees, and I seen this little deer, right? Little deer. And I was like, oh, look, a little deer. And once I said, it's like certain words and certain things got to happen before it snaps in. I said, look at a little deer. Like, as soon as I said little deer, I was like, because I said a little deer, I could have said anything else. Look, a deer, look, anything else. But the fact that I said a little deer, it just like happening. Like, oh, shoot, shit. I seen this before. Like, what's going on? And Juicy was actually, and we'll go to you next, Juicy. Juicy was just having deja vu. We was just talking about the T-shirts. We got some T-shirts. Shout out. Working on T-shirts and printing stuff for the crew, HMS. Yeah, I got you, Miko. I ain't forget. But yeah, we I was gonna say she was just showing some T-shirts and some other things, and she literally was saying that she was having deja vu in the moment. So it's like, now I will ask you this, Juicy, before you go in, was this deja vu like a long time ago, or was it deja vu like short term, like a couple days ago, a few months ago?
All the deja vus that I have, or my premonitions that I've had, it's been years ago.
Yeah.
And it's funny because as you can tell, this time I didn't do it. But usually, if I'm having a deja vu, I'll be like, stop, wait, don't say nothing, because I already know what could happen. And it's true. Like, if you keep certain things, and that's some ancestors hitting me like, wait, shut up, Juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta stop. You continue, so with this, that's why I was like, we already did this. It's crazy. Even when I first moved out here, when I was with my friend, it was something that I was in her, a certain area, and I'm like, I've been here. I've never stepped foot in Georgia a day in my life, and I'm like, I've been here already. Like, this is, man, it's just weird. It's crazy. Yeah. So I know that when I have deja vu or my premonition, I know that I'm on the right path. Like, I'm going down the road that I'm supposed to be going down.
Yes. That is good. And I feel the same way. Like, I'll go a little bit more in on it, but yeah, we're right. Let's go ahead and go to the definition. We got Mr. Gullah Gullah. He's filling in for poetic on the definition aspect of it real quick. But yes, can you give us just the definition, just the technical definition of deja vu? What up, Swag guys?
All right, so what we gonna do the definition of premonition as well, or just deja vu?
We could do, if you got both of them. Let's knock them both out. Let's do it.
All right, so deja vu is a feeling of having already experienced the present situation hideous familiarity. That's deja vu.
That's deja. Got it.
Premonition is a little, yeah.
Okay.
Premonition is a little different.
Okay.
It says a strong feeling that something is about to happen, especially something unpleasant.
That's good too. Now that's good. That's good that you said it is a slight difference, because deja vu seems like it is something, like you said, that's in the past, and then now you're in that moment. Premonition is kind of having it a future thing. So that kind of goes with was it That's So Raven was more of a premonition then, if that's the case, because she was sitting there and like seeing something, and then it would happen later on, which is crazy. So it's like the opposite of deja vu, almost the reverse side, which is crazy. Okay, cool, man. That is good. Thank you. Appreciate that, Miko. Black Google in the house. Don't trip. So yeah, so this is what I'm going to say. We only do these shows, like I said, to spark ideas. I tell people just to spark an idea to make you think outside the box. So why would you, and I'll talk to you first, Coco. Why do you think, what's the purpose of us even having deja vu in the first place? Like, what's your personal, what do you feel that we're having it?
Couldn't say. I went down this rabbit hole trying to figure it out, with these scientists and their theories.
Yeah.
And pretty much they just trying to say our brains are trying to correct itself, and basically we crazy.
They try to say, well, we all crazy then. I already accepted that.
That's what they trying to say. But
yeah.
I mean, when you're going through this feeling and whatnot, like I said, it could be over the smallest thing for me. Like,
yeah.
Like the weirdest thing. Like, I could be drinking, like I'm drinking this yerba mate, and then read the little BA and be like, okay, this feels familiar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I drink them all the time.
Yeah.
So what is it really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you're right.
I'm telling you, one year, it was just like, back to back, like just the smallest things were just making me feel it.
Yeah.
I have no explanation for it.
Man, it is.
Like, so I kind of felt like it was like a warning a little. So
yeah. Now I was going to say that too. I've had times where it was warning me. I had times where it was letting me know that I was going to have multiple people. I remember it was a time I had a season where I was literally by myself, not around nobody. And I was having visions of a moment of me in the living room, laughing, having a good time with people. It was white folks there, it was black. It was like all kind of nationalities. And then that situation ended up turning into a get together for someone's birthday. I'm sitting there chilling. She was my white friend of mine, one of my white friends. And she was posting and she invited some different nationalities. She invited an Asian person, and this, it was like a Jew person. It was like all down the list. And so back then I was like, I didn't understand like what that moment was. But then I was sitting there on the couch. And I didn't even say nothing. I was sitting on the couch like, whoa. And it was happening back to back. Like I was stuck in a deja vu moment for so long one time. Top of it. I got you. Cheers. But I was going to say, I was stuck in the moment. Like, when you want the deja vu to stop, like, okay, like, damn, nigga, like I could almost tell you what he's about to do on the counter. He was saying this, he was laughing. And I know I was looking weird because I was literally like it's happening like exactly the same. So I'm in the same kind of boat with you, Coco. It's like, I don't know necessarily why these phenomenon type of things happening. There's always room for us to grow and learn. But I do feel, I guess the thing that I would say I lean towards is kind of what Juicy was saying, is that you're in alignment, like, or to bounce or to run. You know what I mean? The other way, like go, nope, don't do it. But alignment, it seems like it's a checkpoint in your life that you've already visualized something. Because there's been times in low areas, I've been in a low vibration or a low thing. You have a vision or a dream, and you're just like, oh, just had a dream. But then now it's showing you that the path that you're taking is literally set up. You're set up. So it kind of gives you a surety as well that it's something that's at play that's higher than what we understand. Shout out to God. But yeah, let's keep going. So Gullah, man, can you let us know? Like I said, we're kind of lightly telling us stories about us having this deja vu or premonition. Have you ever had like deja vu before?
Yeah, I've had deja vu and premonitions, but like I think they're just residuals, man. Like, okay, so when we were talking the other day, and I was telling you about like I think that what we are archetypes. That's why you have so many different that look like each other throughout history and doppelgangers as well.
Yeah.
Because like you have an archetype, and then whenever you create something from that archetype and you make it different, then it itself becomes an archetype. And so then you just keep creating like that. And so with that, I think with deja vu, what we're experiencing is residuals, because just like the being itself is an archetype, I think that the experience also is as well. Like these experiences have happened to different people many times, so many times that you know we experience residuals, and some of them we get to see them happen before they happen as premonitions. You see, so
man, good
that's
answer.
what I think.
Good answer. Appreciate the love in the room. Appreciate you guys. Yes, man, I'm still feeling like that too. I feel like we keep going back to there's nothing new under the sun. I've been studying some stuff. I'm like, I don't even know if I should go all the way in, but I've been studying like Tahuti, or some of the laws of Tahuti and some other things. I'm not going too much in my personal world, but they have a certain thing in there talking about constantly that there's nothing new under the sun, that everything is connected to the all, right? And so what Mika was just saying, that's letting us know that every scenario that you can ever think of has already been done. Every situation has already happened. And then we're just participating, putting our own sauce on it, in a sense, through this particular life. So that kind of lines up definitely with what I'm feeling as well. I feel that there's definitely a balance that allows you to stay within knowingness. And that's why we've had billions and millions of people prior to us that have done stuff. And I do feel that you got chance after chance after chance after chance to be able to align yourself or get yourself in a certain type of alignment. But I think these phenomena is going to constantly keep happening on purpose to let us know that it's a way more advanced than what we think. If you think that it's just bills, y'all, just bills down here, praying church. Give us free. I'm sorry. It just brought it out of me. But if you think that it's only bills and you think that it's only certain things out there, I felt like I was at a South African stadium right now. I swear on my life. But yeah, it's way more to life than just the bills and this super repetitive type of lifestyle. You get up, you wake up, you brush your teeth, boom, you go this, you kiss the person you love, boom, go down here, go downstairs, eat your food, go to work, drive to work, tired of work, come back home. Same thing over and over and over and over and over again, right? Give us freedom again. Wakanda forever. She is stupid. Wakanda forever. It sounded like they was about to say Wakanda next. I ain't never seen that gift. That gift is, that kind of goes. But yeah, the fact that is, you know, we go through these cycles of life and it's just constantly over and over again. We gotta have some extra sauce in this life that's besides this regular stuff, man. I'm off of this regular. That's why I feel like we even have access to our ancestors. Why I've had multiple times, like I said, talk to angels, talk to demons type of things. These things give my life even more purpose to know that it's not just this normal, boring ass continuation of the same thing. And I feel like we always should stretch ourselves to always seek for certain things that are more than life. We were talking about it last time. People don't believe in reincarnations. Nothing wrong with that. People don't believe in deja vu. It's certain people that go in that category. But I feel like when you don't have that mindset of at least kind of being open to it, then you can go into a set robot. You can kind of go into robot mode. Like when they talk about the Matrix. Appreciate the love. Yeah, I feel that you can go into like a robotic type of mode, and that is the reality that you're going to see mostly those things that are in alignment with that. When you open your mind to be more vast in a sense of seeing things from a huger scale, then things can happen to you all the time. All right, so let's keep it going. We're going to keep it going. All right, so we mentioned that. We told our stories about that. We talked about roughly why it happens. Let me talk to Juice. So, Juicy, why do you feel that deja vu happens? Why do you feel the purpose of deja vu? Like, what's the purpose that you feel?
To prepare us for something that's maybe happening or going to happen. Mm-hmm. And that's forewarning, like, get ready, this is about to happen. Mm-hmm. So, so you know, it's a reason for everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it ain't always been like a bad thing. I've had it just off of GP, just having it. So go ahead.
That's the thing. Not everybody have it.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I always say, and I keep coming back to it, only the chosen few. But here's the thing: if you're having it, it's a reason why.
Yeah.
You got to tap in and find out why, because it's not just, like I said, not everybody experienced that. So if you're experiencing that, some type of gift that you have, it's time to tap in. It's time to open that third eye.
Oh yeah.
Because it's for something greater. You know, even if the outcome is negative, it's still preparing you for something.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, maybe it was preparing me to be around all these individuals. I don't know. Sometimes, and then other times, it was warnings. Jesus, I don't even want to tell y'all some of these stories.
Well,
Go ahead, Miko.
Yeah, I think that deja vu probably needs to be studied extensively to the point of like not the act, not the thing happening itself, but what happened after that.
Yeah.
Like, what can we expect? You see what I'm saying? Because, like I say, I think that they're archetypes, and so if they're archetypal situations, then there's always something that happens after that thing that you call deja vu, or even that premonition. You see?
Yeah. And it could be checkpoints too, though. I'm thinking too, like it could be a checkpoint. You know what I mean? Like if you think about it, like down in their life, like a timeline, they have checkpoints. You have many things that happen, but this checkpoint is like checkpoint. Pay attention, or know that you're not alone, or know that this is in alignment, or know it's multiple things. I feel that it's happening at the same time. But that is something to look into, like you were saying, Miko. Something that causes us to be more conscious of, like, not only like you say, because what happens itself could not have any meaning, like looking at the trees, what I'm gonna feel like when I'm good, you know what I mean? But the fact that what's happening, what's getting ready to happen, or who walks into the room now, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Go ahead, Juice.
I would say, just back to what we said in one of the other shows, some things are not meant to know at the time.
Yeah.
Just like when we had the premonition or we had the deja vu, we didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
When we had it, we had it. That's why when I say if you really tapped in, on the spiritual realm, and your third eye is open, you know that you're going to get bits and pieces, and when it's time, it will be revealed.
Yeah.
So yes, there is something after. We just won't know until it's time. Everything has its time and its place.
Appreciate you.
So it's not up to figure it out at that time. We have to wait.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Miko.
I like the aspect of studying deja vu, because say if the situation is archetypal, then that means the residuals are to whatever happens afterwards, and it could be it can go either way. There may be a fork in the road, and say something good happened.
Yeah,
I have deja vu of me being under a tree, like you said, and boom, I win $1 billion in the lottery, and I wasn't prepared for expecting it, and then I go ham and go wild and lose it all. Or the other road is I can take it and invest it and do what I need to do in order to make sure that it's that it's sustainable, that we can sustain it from years from now, generations from now, make it bigger. Now, if we could study these deja vu, maybe we could find that fork in the road. Maybe we could see what happens afterwards if we did this or if we did that.
No, that's an excellent conversation to spark too, because the fork in the road is the key thing. You just said something that hit my spirit. So the fork in the road, what if it's there to wake up your spirit in that moment? Like if you feeling mundane or going down, to a certain space, now you have the deja vu. You can't help but to be like, whoa, let me wake back up. Let me get back on whatever I'm doing. You know what I mean? In that moment, because I was just while you were talking, I was just thinking to myself, you know how close it was. I was about to go to LA. I had two options to go towards Atlanta, or I had to go to LA. So if I'd have went to LA, that deja vu would not have occurred. Because I was telling you, I'm having it looking at forest trees and the deer. LA ain't having no forest trees and no deer. You know what I mean? So it's like, it was kind of reminding me like, like, boy, you already know, you just doing it. We're going along. Like I was saying, the back of the DVD, you done read the back of the DVD. And then now you're going to be looking for that stuff that's on the back of the DVD in your life. You know what I mean? When I say that. So that is a good thing. Like you were saying, to pay attention to that energy of what it's doing right after. And I can't remember. I had some monumental conversations right after that deja vu recently. So it's kind of like showing me, like I said, I feel like it's sparking my human side up. It's reminding me not to get so normal. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it else, no other way to say it. But when I start feeling like normal, nothing happens, then I will have something crazy like a interpretation or a deja vu or, you know, certain kind of conversation. So yeah, that's deep. I love it. I love where this is going. All right, I seen somebody's hand in somebody's hand was up down there. I don't know, Joker. Are you like are you a troll, Vato? But no, I'm just saying.
No.
Okay. If you could write, he could actually write it. If you could write it down there, we'll actually read it. The comments and stuff. No, I'm just playing. Like Vato Locos forever, fool. Don't trip, fool. All right, but what were you about to say, Juicy?
You know, but that's the thing about deja vus. You know, it's just like what we've been talking about. Yeah. Something that happened in your past life that's going to happen present or the future.
Yeah.
So we talk about what happens after. Like I said, I just keep going back to it. Like some things are out of our control at that moment. When it's time for a purpose to be revealed, whether it's a fork in the road, whether you go here or there, because we did have conversations then about you going to LA, and I was like,
yeah,
you gotta wait options. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That wasn't a good thing. Like you've been there, and I even said, even if it wasn't LA, it's time to move on to somewhere where you haven't been, because
new
you still have
new territory. Yeah, you're right. It was a lot of things that took in place. It was Goddess played a key point in that. Miko played a good point in that. Cheza. Also, I went to the maps. I went to my astrology chart, like looking at where my location is, and you know the certain things at the thing, because we study a certain thing where you ask a certain question at a certain time, it can give you answers of why you even asking it in the first place, the intentions of it, and if that is the best thing. So yeah, I went to all my friends, all the ones that I considered friends, spiritual in that sense, to help me make that decision, which I recommend to everybody. Not saying you always have to lean. You can make your own decisions, of course. But if you guys have people that are in your life, yes, it's always good to lean on your friends. But yeah, so we're going to get ready to we're going to put a bookmark in it right now real quick. We have a special music video that we're going to show one of my friend artists. His name is Cadillac Stretch. Y'all make sure y'all look him up. He has a music video that he showed that he did and shot himself, did some other things. Shout out to people that's doing the work themselves. Yeah, so we're going to show that real quick, and then we're going to come back in. Like I said, we have some more things to talk about the deja vu. So we'll be back, and it looks like we'll all be black once we get back.
Stay with a hoodie, stay in the cold. Stay with my buddy, live on the road. Rolling Stone, I'm never home. I live on the road, she getting old. M turned 6, she getting old. My kids piss po, never know. It's something that you better know. Where I'm at, you'll probably never know. Man, I don't fucking post. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, ho. Making moves on our fucking own. Excuse my French, but I always had problems with my tone. And you can ask one of the many of my hoes, and they tell you the same thing. This nigga never folds, never froze, but always push the envelope. Kaleidoscope reflecting off of the hearts I done broke. And I quote, it's like you break one heart, then domino. Baby mama want marriage like Vominos. I got a lot of reasons why not. I got a lot of notes. I see the human things. I got a lot of jokes. My mother and father in dating, that's why I got a lot of spokes. I got 2 daughters, that's why I got a lot of scopes. Player of the year, yeah, I got a lot of votes. Wanna fly away from here, and I can't lie. I wanna crawl out my skin. Yeah, I wanna fly way away from here. Yeah. And I can't keep this to myself no more. Keep this to myself. Stay with a burner, stay with an ounce. I stay with my baby mother, but I stay on the couch. The bed hurt, niggas be creeping. I heard the lead hurt. Shit, I ain't tryna find out. You get fed first. I jumped off in this game head first. Yeah, it got perks, but it got them negatives. It got some positives, but I lost a lot of relatives. So I hustle, I grind, etc., etc. Wanna get away? Blunt, edible. I don't write this shit. Ask Nick, it ain't legible, but it's credible and incredible. Alkaline, vegetables, smoking loud decibels. Creative way to the decimal. I'm just trying to bless a few. You a bum, ain't no way I can address you. Fly like away from the petty bullshit. And ain't never nothing major, it's always some little shit. But I'm good, bitch. You can never call me broke, bitch. I'm hood rich. And all she ever wanted was some good dick. But I fly away, fly away from here. And I can't lie, I wanna crawl out my skin. Yeah, I wanna fly way away from here. And I can't keep this to myself no more. Keep this to myself.
Okay, we are back. Welcome back, everybody in the YouTube world, also in the Bigo world. Back to the top of the morning show. Today we are talking about deja vu. Deja. I don't know if y'all seen that movie, Higher Learning. No, I'm just saying. That's a bad.
I thought you was mystical for a second. I thought you was saying danger.
Get on the floor. The nigga right here. No, I'm just playing. Best song Misco ever did was the one that we be doing. Here I go. That shit is a theme song for most niggas right now. You walk in the building. Oh yeah, man. We appreciate everybody coming back. Yeah, man. That was my boy Cadillac Stretch. Shout out to Cadillac Stretch. That's my boy. He's out in LA. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. It's just Cadillac and Stretch. You'll be able to see he has a whole brand, a whole everything. He's actually doing some podcasts. I actually helped him get his little setup popping. So he's doing a podcast himself. So shout out to all these people, independent artists, man. We love y'all work. Make sure you send us your work. If you got music, you got videos, we like to show that. We can show anybody else's stuff, but we want to show your stuff. So yeah. If you guys know what we were talking about earlier, we're talking about deja vu. But before we go into deja vu, since we got a little bit of time, let's get ready to do some would you rathers. We got Coco up here. Miss Shanae, the GOAT. Please pronounce the GOAT. That's her last name, really, the GOAT. I'm just joking. But yeah, let's go ahead and have her. We're gonna go to the segment of the show, the Would You Rather, so we can loosen it up real quick. She got her. She got a 40 over there, y'all. That's like a 40. She put it in the can. She poured it in the can. No, I'm just joking. All right, let's do it. She said,
to 11. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, that's strong as hell. Put some hair on your chest.
Gross. Well, this portion of the show is Would You Rather? All right. So these are not really deja vu questions, but these are still ones that make you go, oh. Mm-hmm. And if you had these abilities while having deja vu. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. First question goes to you, Miss Juicy. Would you rather have a huge imagination or a photographic memory?
Ooh.
I have a huge imagination, and I have a photographic. Damn. I will definitely photographic memory.
Photographs, okay. Photograph. You want to take a picture of everything? You just look at the situation like, this is there. I got you.
Yeah, you can read the room and be actually a credible witness.
Seriously.
But guess what? Perspective is a mug. Ain't nobody credible witness out here. I'm just saying.
You ain't lying. You never lie. All right. Yep.
All right, Mr. Bella, this is your question. Would you rather go through life unable to forget anything ever, or go through life unable to remember anything?
Damn.
That's a good one.
Man.
I'd say I'd rather unable to forget. Damn, unable to remember?
I know.
How would you learn? How would you learn if you remember
You'd have to learn in the moment. That's it. It was just for you right there. You got to let it go.
in the moment? That means every day I got to get up and learn how to see again. Every day I get up. I got
How
to do
does
how to
this-
train.
baby, come
What
here.
was
Help
that
me do
movie?
this.
40 First Dates or something?
Yeah, 50 First Dates with
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. Good. Yeah, good movie. Good movie. Yeah, he had to prove his love every day. That's some love right there, boy. I don't know how I feel. I'm like, I bring you some roses this day. You looking at me like a brand new person the next day, like, what's up? Who are you, nigga? Like, damn, okay. That's a good one though. That was a good one. Yeah, no, don't have to forget Miko because you had to call Queen in there every time. Like, hey, can you show me how to do this again? That'd be horrible.
No, it'll be like, woman, whoever you are.
Because yeah, you don't
Can you
remember her
help?
too.
I'm trying to figure out something.
She was like,
trying to figure out something here.
Meet the person 6 years now, looking at him, say, "You know, I remember you, right? I remember that shit you did."
yeah, exactly. You walk right by him in the grocery store and they're helping him and shit. You don't even know. Like, hey, what's up, bro? I'll help you. That's too funny.
Remember that shit you did at 2 years old.
Uh-huh. Dang, that's crazy.
All right. So, Mr. Blick, your question is, would you rather get to witness something once in a lifetime that few others will ever see, or get to witness something once in a lifetime that many others have seen?
Damn, I think I've done both.
Right.
Fuck it. Let's do the haven't seen. I'll choose the haven't seen because yeah, I've seen it. That's happened to me though before. When I tell people some of my stories, it's not an everyday thing. Even though a lot of have done it, but yeah, I would do the things that people haven't seen. You know, like the Moses kind of conversations, like when you be reading the Bible. But I'll be thinking to myself, who was there writing it though? Who was writing it? If Moses was right there with God talking about take your shoes off, who was watching them do? Who knew he took his shoes off? That's the whole thing in itself.
Man,
I know.
I dropped a book. I
Yeah.
dropped a book in our thing called something about history, and I've been reading that book. Hold on, let me see the name of it.
Oh yeah, I was talking
And
about
that
the things that happen.
strange. No, the true world history, humanity's saga. I dropped that inside the top show.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to mark that one. I
Read
think I
that
had it. I must have downloaded. I had to. I don't think I have.
That is a
it.
very strange.
Oh,
Having a
okay.
deja vu.
Deja vu. There you go. It's happening again. We didn't seen this before. You didn't seen it. You just seen it. All right. All right. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff, Coco. That was a good one. All right. For sure. We appreciate y'all for the Would You Rathers. Okay. Let's jump back into the topic. Okay. We ain't finished. First off, let's just give our people that are actually in the building, if they have a chance, if you have any would you rather, Jesus, if you have any deja vu experiences, if you can text, then we'll read it. We ain't letting you up here, but if you can text, then go ahead and text it in there and we'll be able to talk about it if it's been like a crazy or a strange one. This is what I would say for everybody while they're doing that. Anybody in here that has it, just mark it down there. Have you ever had let's say, well, we kind of talked about it already, deja vu that was just like, well, let's say that. What deja vu, Coco, out of all your deja vu and premonitions, which one stood out to you the most? Like the top one? I know you even had a crazy one, like, oh, this. But was it one out of all of them that was like, what the hell? Did this mean either you didn't understand the most or it just meant so much to you?
None of them I really understood it, and it happened so many times. I cannot pinpoint and remember. Like I don't know. I should have. I remember my dreams way more than I remember these deja vus. It's just too much.
It's a lot. It is a lot. I told you it's a lot to hold on to too. I'll be forgetting them too. But in the moments though, I've had them so many times where it made me, I told you, just at least conscious of it, because it's like, why does this keep happening to me? And Miko sparked it good because he was saying, like, I just need to start thinking about what happened right after. You know what I mean? Like, what? It's like a buildup of a moment. Like you hear a trumpet and then what's going to happen? Or is it a distraction in a sense too? Okay, Juicy, what about you? Have you had any deja vu situations that stand out more than others, like change your life forever moment type of thing?
Yes. yes. You know, Pastor Freeze that's in here.
Freeze got something to
I
do?
actually, yeah, he got something to do with it. Yeah, like
okay.
he was the one that, he was the one that really like opened me up and helped me tap into the spiritual side. So he used to always tell me when I went to Vegas to Tennessee and brought him back. Long story short, he used to tell me, you go start remembering. That's all he would say. He would like talk to me, and then all of a sudden, like stuff that was happening in the house, I'm like, we've done this already. And he's like, I've never been here before. You know, it's crazy. Yeah. And I sit back and I think like, wow, like our past, like those of us that do have those experiences of deja vu and premonitions, it's crazy because you would never think unless you actually go through it. And I'll never forget it because I was like, I'm like, he crazy. I don't know. I ain't never met him before. But then as time went on, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're locked
so,
in.
You know, they just dreams that we've had, but in our past lives, and now it's coming to the forefront. So,
man, good stuff. I see also in the comments, we see KK. What up, KK? She's saying that most of the time she's having it in her dreams. And that's another thing, is kind of sparking something else. I've had deja vu within dreams, like the actual dream itself, like how I was saying with all the people is in there, it was a dream. I actually had some other deja vus too. It's sparking another conversation. But anyways, and then also I've had it to where daydreaming. I've daydreamed a deja vu. So I'm just sitting there chilling, daydreaming like, what if I did this, and boom, 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 boom. Like just a thought and just in your head, just seeing it. And then that happens. I don't know if they're the same. I don't know if this is different, but it seems like it's pretty crazy on that level too, to be able to daydream something and see that it actually happens, or that fork in the road happens. But yeah, so that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. So we got a little bit of times left. We still are good. What about you, Miko? Same thing. Is there something that has happened out of the ordinary? I know you say you have deja vus before, but what about a deja vu time that has stood out more than others? Have you had any of those or premonitions?
I don't know, man. I've had so many throughout my life that it's like it's hard to pinpoint. But the most significant one was a recent one. I think was a premonition, and that was the one I was telling you about, being on it and stuff like that. And to actually be at a point in my life where I'm actually aware of these types of things, and watching it come together is amazing. Because I know premonition because I see the shit happening right before my eyes.
Nah, yeah, you saying that, I was just having a chill right now. Like when you were saying it, picturing. It's funny because when you first even told me about that dream, it was like I was in the dream too. That's deep, and I was in the dream. But I'm saying it was like I was having the dream with you while you were explaining it to me. Like it wasn't no lie. You know, he wasn't like somebody just lying. Like he just saying he had a dream about the plane. How you was explaining it, I felt like I was there also. Like he was just like we was having the toast. You said we stood up. I was picturing the glasses, you know, nice little expensive glass. I pictured us looking real nice and uniform type of vibe. It was like how you were explaining it. It allowed me to be a part of that also, which was crazy. Yeah, and that's
because it was a vivid dream. Like to be like when a lot of times when you're in a dream. Like the things that happened in that dream, they were like it was vivid because it was like I knew in my mind to look down at the steps as we were walking up the steps to notice them. Yeah. In my mind, I'm like, to notice them and take a mental image of these steps as we're walking up. And I look and then I see my wife and I'm like, and I notice it's like it was a mental note to actually notice these things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like paying attention to it. I got you. And that's another thing too. Like in dreams, I be doing that too in dreams. Like what he just said. In dreams, I'll have a slow down moment. And I guess, when you're in the dream, you're having like a lucid dream. We have to talk about that too. Lucid dreams. I'm in there like conscious of everything. Like you say, she's standing right here. Look at what do I have on? What am I wearing? Where am I walking to? You know what I mean? It's just like a whole vibe of just, to pay attention in that moment of whatever it is. And then it's, other dreams is just crazy too. You paying attention to details. But I would say that too. If you guys are familiar with lucid dreaming, we've been talking about that too. We'll have to have a show just on lucid dreaming. It's a little different than regular dreaming. But lucid dreaming is when you're actually in the dream and you're conscious that you're dreaming. You're in that space of being, I'm conscious that I'm actually dreaming right now. And I feel like we can decode a lot of things if we can step out of just watching the movie in a dream and then stepping into the actual remote control type of thing and controlling it. That's a little side note.
Well,
go ahead, Miko. You got something else? Uh-oh.
no, something happened to Juicy.
Okay, she back. I had to lock that box. I said, we on a live show shit. I said, hold up. We got people come in here and be like, blah, 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 blah. Like Coco was saying. You heard that nigga that one time? No, this play. All right, cool. That's what's up, you guys. All right, so man, with KK, I see KK is a dreamer too, or that's crazy. So I would say with you, KK, have you had I know you're not up here, but you probably have to text it. Have you had some dreams that actually came to pass and it was like it stood out more than others? Just I have you text in there. You can text it. KK's one of the crew too, y'all. She's one of the crew too. Shout out to KK. Because, like I said, it happens. It definitely happens. So this is what I'll say for you guys while she's doing that. She says, yes, almost exactly the way that I dreamt it. Yeah, see, that's a talent and ability in itself for it to be able to be exactly the way that you've seen it. And I would kind of lean back in, just kind of in closing, what Juicy was saying. Some of us have those gifts and abilities. So I'll say this to you. If you are at home and you have deja vu, you see this happening all the time, do some more research on it. Ask some questions to the Most High in that sense. See what's happening. Why is this thing happening? Why are you being shown something ahead of time? I can guarantee you it's not just something that just happened and just off of GP. You definitely have a gift and ability. Even if you don't, have deja vu, it's other gifts people have. But still, you have a gift and you have ability, so it's happening for a reason. So I'm going to do my personal homework is going to be the next time I'm visualizing certain things. I've been taking notes in my dreams. I really have. I've been taking, especially the dreams that don't even make sense. I'm like, okay, still write it down. But make sure you write it down. I would date it also. When you have deja vu, start dating it, because the number one thing that I keep thinking about is like, how far apart was it? Like when Coco was telling her story, when Juicy was saying her story, like how far apart is it? Is it consistent on how, it is? Is it a year? Is it a month? Did you just had a dream last night? It happened the next day. Let me ask somebody that. Has anybody ever had like a dream and then it happened in the next day? Like, it seems like it's always spaced out, though. It seems like it's spaced. Like she said, a few years. That one that I said about the people, it was years. It was years back, and then it happened. And I was like, wait, I've seen this before. It seems like it's years. Yeah.
That's why it's because it's in the past. It happened in the past. Like it's crazy. But yeah, I'm not sure if it happens to people, but I know for most of us, it didn't happen. It happened years ago. Now we're in that, like I said, and you said the alignment.
Yeah.
Now it's time, and then it's going to be more time before we figure out and find out why we had that in the first place. So it's a map. That circle.
It's not going on a regular timing. You know what I mean? It's definitely not talking about astral projecting too. That is crazy. And then Akasha Records too. Like when we say Akasha Records, you could be tapping into some of that stuff too, because it has records of all the stuff. So yeah, that's something to look at too. We did talk about astro. Go ahead, Miko.
It's funny that you say it's funny that you say Akashic Records, because if there are records, then that alludes to it being architecture.
It had happened already. You're right. That's why I say whenever you go there and you see the same thing or everything that has occurred and happened and all that, and you can ask questions and it's like look in the book type of vibe or the energy type of vibe, that's always fascinating to me. We'll definitely mark that in. I had the next show we was going to talk about the third eye, but that can kind of go into, let me see. We've had a show before talking about the Akasha Records. I'm going to mark that down too so we can go in. I guess we're going to keep going on this journey, man. We've been on this journey of these phenomenons. All right, cool. It's 3:33. I looked at the timer. Let's go. All right. So, so we appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. This is another good show, talking about deja vu. The purpose of this is, like I said, to spark certain things for you to start asking questions. You are not a robot. You are a human being that's here for a purpose, whatever that purpose is. So make sure that you're always doing the research. Make sure you're always asking questions. Make sure you're always being in a meditative state or being able to go to yourself, to the home team, whether you say pray, meditate, whatever you label it as, go there. You know what I mean? If you're having dreams, make sure you're marking them dreams down, write them down, because I'm learning that is helping. The more that you write those things down and ask questions. That's why we were talking about Mandela effect. Well, a lot of this stuff was happening to us. We ain't never talked about it. You know, some things like, wait, I never noticed this. Well, she said the Nintendo. I'm still tripping on the Nintendo thing, but I ain't never asked nobody. I wouldn't think to ask nobody, hey, does a Nintendo still do the little thing when you push it in and push? I ain't know. So it just happened before your eyes. So ask questions. Make sure you're in that space of asking questions. Okay, cool. So yes, if you're trying to contact us, like you seen that music video earlier, we do music videos, we do graphics, we got videos. We are here to create. Our thing is creatives helping creatives. So if you're a creative and you're looking to be able to get your talent out in any type of way, make sure you hit us up. Our website, hitmakersociety.com. Let me put it on this as reverse. Hitmakersociety.com. Instagram, our IG, our is reverse. Now our Instagram is We Are HMS. That's WEAREHMS. Hit us up. My personal is Blick333. That's BLIC. Don't put a K on it. BLIC333. And that's another way to be able to contact us. Make sure you get in contact with us. We will help you, especially if you got some good energy and you moving in that energy and that light. We're here, man. We're here. We're going to keep being here. No matter if we got one viewer. We done. We're here. We're straight up in this thing. All right, cool. Coco, if anybody wants to get in contact with you, what's the best way they can contact you?
Right here on Bigo, ID Coco Water, and on IG Coco Lawana.
Got him. Okay, Queen Juicy. If anybody needs any of your services or expertise, what is the best way that people can contact ya?
On here, One Juicy on IG, that would be shinyfood82, and business email rashawnconley.hms@gmail.com.
Got him, coach. All right, Black Google, aka the Info Goat, Gullah Miko, for sure though. If anybody needs to get in contact with you in any type of way, what's the best way they can contact you, brother?
On here at Gullah or the Info Goat, or you can reach me on Instagram at LyricalMe912.
LyricalMe912. Got him. Look, this is
912.
What you gonna do? Also, shout out to Goddess in the building. She's also part of the crew. Goddess Trends. You guys will see her on Bigo. Make sure y'all click in there. Goddess Trends with a Z. This is the first time I've ever done this, y'all. I almost want to cry, but I'm not gonna cry. It's 10 seconds left on the timer. And I'm like perfectly at 11 o'clock. And I don't know what to do in my life. I think I've seen this before. No, just play. Look, my timer, look. Y'all hear it? Yeah, it's out here. Boom. We out here perfectly on time. I ain't never did a show perfectly on time. We out here on the show. All right, so yeah, once again, we will see you guys on Monday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We are definitely here to stay. Next week will be the final grand finale week, and then we're going to do a quick little pause, and then we'll go into season 2 at the top of the morning show. Yeah, but I've been having a good time. This has been good. Great conversations. Yeah, great shows. So we'll give ourselves a hand. Thank you for the viewers that are out here helping us. Make sure if you are here in Bigo World, go to YouTube real quick and subscribe, man. Stop playing with us. Go subscribe. Push that button. If you're creative just sitting there on that ass, not doing nothing with your life, you need to hit us up. Why you ain't hit us up already? You playing games. Stop playing games with yourself. Let's bring it down from the ether into the real reality. Let's make it happen, all right? We love y'all. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we will be back.